MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Joe Panik, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Joe Panik.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Not even letting the fans settle into their seats, and he's coming on glued first pitch. Nice base hit to the outfield.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, Dero. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Maybe a threat of a thunderstorm or two later on. Game time temperature here in even 90 degrees. The 2-1 home doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. A former MVP waiting on deck in the form of Buster Posey. 1 out, nobody on. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Next to bat for the Giants, Buster Posey, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Missed with a breaking ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The bouncer to the left side, reined in to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Patrick Corbin gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
With Merrifield next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. Danny, Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. March daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Short, hit hard, backhanded. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, center fielder, Starling.
Next up from New York, Starling Marte. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count remains at 0-2. Smoke toward the hole. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Somebody's caught a hot streak. Another base hit. Average climbing over the 260 mark. Needle pointing up.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner will get back standing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Marte off for second, and that one got a piece of him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 14 homers and 72 RBIs. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. And the throw to first ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball stays a little high that time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So in now for San Francisco, Brandon Crawford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. The second for one. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Into the box, Adam Jones. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch on its way. A little bouncer. A 1 pitch on its way. Next pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. This one is launched. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run shot here for Adam Jones. Number 23 for him thus far, as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Count even now at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Digging in, Kevin Pillar, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Patrick Corbin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Now a snap move over to first, and he's back standing. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Leading off the inning, Kyle Lewis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Coming to the plate now, Jorge Salinas. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Jones is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 8th, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Next for the Mets, Austin Hedges. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches.
And meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So here now is the pitcher, Steven Matz. First pitch on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Popped him up. Coming in is Jones. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, Dewar, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. And another foul ball. Hedges on second. Matz at first. 2 out in the inning. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 2-0. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. Here's Joe Panik as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lewis moves over. 1 down. So with 1 gone for him here in the inning, we'll give you a look at the standings, and you can see that they enter play with a 3.5 game lead in the division race. Now at the plate, Eduardo Escobar. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Bigging in for his second at bat, Buster Posey. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Merrifield waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Stepping in now, Brandon Belt. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0 home misses. Ball 2. Belt playing here in his age 31 season. He was a 5th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. Escobar over at second. Belt on at first with 2 down. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. The 2-2 hit hard on the ground to first, fielded by Goldschmidt, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping up now, Mike Trout. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Mike Trout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Pilar. Gone! It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Number 36 on the year for him. And the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Starling Marte. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Hit out towards second. Panic is there. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. And with one away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. A ball and 2 strikes.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air to center field. Pilar is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. 3 complete from Citi Field, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Adam Jones gets set to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Full count, 3-2. Line to the right side, and Jones is going to have himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places in 3rd best on this Giant ball club. Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Bouncer up the middle. A step on the bag for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Kevin Pillar.
In now, Kevin Pillar reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. This is on the ground over the first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, so be it.
Standing in now, Patrick Corbin. He said take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about it. Pillar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Kyle Lewis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Kyle Lewis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-0. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop, Jorge Salinas.
Digging in now, Jorge Salinas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat, and look out. That's the 3rd batter hit by a pitch, and this could become a big problem.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Now to the plate, Austin Hedges, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitches a cold strike to throw. And Posey has a cannon. He's gone at second base.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner. Team that's getting plunked.
In now, Steven Matz, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
From the belt, the pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Joe Penna. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
And the pitch on 2-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo.
Standing in, Eduardo Escobar. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Merrifield backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The catcher, number 20, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Mets 1. Ready once again, Whit Merrifield. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Whit Merrifield.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Trout comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Slapped hard the opposite way. Jones is there. 2 down.
Center fielder, number 6. Starling Marte.
Now in the box, Starling Marte. 1 for 2. He singled and grounded out so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys in the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
That's right there at the belt. 1 and 2 now. Fly ball out toward left center field. O'Neill on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Robert Gesellman takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman, batting at an even 400. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Gesellman has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon.
Riding in, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Lined hard toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
Adam Jones will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Here's the 2-0 pitch now to Jones. There's a strike.
2-1.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 2-1. Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Kyle Seager.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Kyle Lewis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Seager is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Into the box now, Jorge Salinas. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Grounded to short. Crawford's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Up next for the Mets.
Digging in, Austin Hedges. A bit suspiciously, he's been hit twice in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Jeff McNeil will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 10, Jeff McNeil.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Lewis at second with two down. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the seventh, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the seventh. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Sam Tuivalala is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
64, Sam Tuivalala.
Now batting, Tyler O'Neill.
Left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Number 13, Kevin Pillar.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Pillar. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Pillar, playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-0 finds the zone, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off, ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The pitcher, number 46, Patrick
Dixon Machado will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 49, Dixon Machado.
In there at the knees, strike one. 258 the average to begin play. One home run and an even 20 RBIs. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Here's Joe Panik. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Pilar rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Panik stands at second with 2 gone. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Giants get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-2 San Francisco. Chase Simmons gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Chase Simmons.
With Merrifield next to hit.
Leading off for the Mets.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
From the stretch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Drilled to first. Oh, look at the stop by Bell. He is out.
Outstanding play over there at first. That ball was headed for the hole, but he pulled it in on a dive. Then great presence of mind to take it himself for the out.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, then he was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 0-1 pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
1 out and a runner on second base. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And he lays off again, ball 3. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Ball 4.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 0-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Goldschmidt with a swing and a ball sent out to deep left. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 23 for him thus far, and it's now 5-3.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Third baseman, number 16, Kyle.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here it comes on 0-2. Left side. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this throw is nowhere close. High and down the right field line of the bag. Not sure he rushed the thrower. He just lost the grip as it left his hand, but he's not going to be happy with himself about that throw.
Into the box, Kyle Lewis will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Coming in is Jones. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Settling in now, Jorge Salinas.
The shortstop, Jorge Salinas.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Seager is off at first with 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Ball 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was. The 3-1. Full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it close to third.
So coming to the plate, Austin Hedges. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. 4-1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0 home is taken high above the zone.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Fastball looked at for a strike. 3 runs already home here. Three and one.
Gotta think it's going to be a fastball here on 3-1. He definitely doesn't want to walk the bases loaded.
The 3-1 pitch. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pilar's there. And that retires the side. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. 5-3 New York. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Arodys Vizcaíno will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ahmed Rosario will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Here's Buster Posey now. Previously against Vizcaíno, he's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And Posey's now 0 for 3 as he's retired here for the first down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. A couple of walks for him thus far. One ball and one strike to the Giants' first baseman. One out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte's after it, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he'll reach second now with one away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Runner at second here with one man out. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Set to deal on 2 and 2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Adam Jones, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Adam Jones. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Belt at second, Crawford at first, one gone. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Belt isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
So striding forward now, Tyler O'Neill. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Kevin Pillar.
So striding in, Kevin Pillar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And all three runners on the move here. Now a bunt attempt here. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Anthony Santander will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Anthony Santander.
Ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Looking to minimize the damage here. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 3-0 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Here's Joe Panik, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 3-1 fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch is smacked into the gap, and this might be extra bases. And he has broken this one open as this is down for extra bases. 2-run score. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Jose Torres enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Eduardo Escobar standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Hennick at second with 2 down. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Giants 8 and the Mets 5. Andrew Chafin is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41, Andrew Chafin.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First offering on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
A 1 pitch on its way. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone! A solo home run for Ahmed Rosario. Home run number 9 on the year as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Hunter Strickland is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Digging in, Mike Trout. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup in for a strike. The Mets find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
center fielder, number 6.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's Starling Marte as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 2-2 down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Marte stands at second with 2 gone. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo home run. On to the 9th inning from Citi Field. It's now 8-6. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Posey. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Marte is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brandon Belt. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. In there, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Misses, ball 2. One out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now another 2-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Brandon Crawford. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side. And maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Standing in now, Adam Jones. And he fouls this one off. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Giants leave 1. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Cody Allen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen, he's only 2 for 10.
Kyle Seager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. This is line to left. O'Neill is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth.
Number 5, Kyle Lewis.
At the plate, Kyle Lewis. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. Throw under first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Michael Conforto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
And that misses for ball 1. 261 the average coming into action here. 16 homers, 53 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. The Giants used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Shea Simmons gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Cody Allen hammers down the save, his 25th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants. 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Mets, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.